All you pumpkin spice latte lovers would eat that up. If a cup of tea is your favourite hot beverage, you will love John Gwynn. Oh my god. That's a hot chocolate lover's dream. Just pure mind Hi, hello. I sometimes get these intrusive thoughts where I think to myself, I'm going to recommend people books based on the type of coffee they like to order. I'd like to preface this video by saying this is just literally me thinking it was really fun. Yeah, these are the books that I would recommend you depending on your coffee order. How fun. Also, hi, hello, if you're new here, I'm Natalie. I post twice a week consisting of book hauls, TBR videos, book recommendations, all that kind of stuff. So if that sounds like something you're into, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to have you over here. Without further ado, let's get into the book recommendations based off of your coffee order. Let's kick it all off with a classic, straight black coffee. No milk, no cream. You enjoy an unhinged read. You drink black coffee probably because you're tired and you need energy. So you want a fast moving book with unhinged plot twists. I'd recommend The Good Samaritan by John Mars. This book goes to the next level of darkness in my opinion. It's got an interesting premise which will probably hook you from the off. It's about a woman who works for like a suicide prevention hotline where people call in if they're feeling low or just need somebody to talk to, but the woman who picks up the other end of the phone doesn't always have the best intentions for the caller. Laura her name is, and she is wild. Leaning more onto the literary horror side of things, My Husband by Maud Ventura, which is about a woman who's completely obsessed with her husband to the point when she overanalyzes every single little thing he says or does. It's short, it's fast paced, it's definitely unhinged. And also possibly The Night Guest. For the same reason, if your order is a chai tea or a chai latte, I feel like you're very cool. Cool weird girl books are going to be your thing. Something like Bunny or All's Well by Mona Award, maybe even a Melissa Broder. I feel like a chai latte drinker would enjoy The Lamb by Lucy Rose. They're going to be on the pulse with the new releases, these chai latte drinkers. I think I gave it 3 or 3.5 stars, but I think it's one of those books where if you get it, you get it. It's about a mother and daughter who are living in the middle of nowhere together, and when strays, as they call them, just people wander near their house, they take them in and they eat them. I must say, the ending was off the chart. I did really enjoy the ending. Also think that Our Wives Under the Sea would be a firm favourite. It's a weird girl book full of suspense and quiet horror. One woman goes on some kind of deep sea exploration, and when she comes back, her wife can't put her finger on what's different about her. Something sinister is definitely taking place. Chai drinkers are gonna love that. We need to talk about the hot chocolate drinkers. They're the people that I feel like really want comfort and something sweet, cozy fantasy people. They're going to enjoy books like Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree, which is about a retired ogre setting up a coffee shop in a magical little town. The Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana, a lonely witch who finally finds her place tutoring 3 little girls who are also witches, falling in love with the librarian at the same time. Hot chocolate drinkers also might enjoy a little bit of cozy kind of horror. Anything by T. Kingfisher with a fairy tale-esque theme. So Nettle and Bone, for example. Prince, a witch, and some other characters going on a quest and ending up in like a goblin market. That's a hot chocolate lover's dream. And obviously not forgetting Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, which is about 2 rival academics who come together and bond over their mutual love of the fae kind. I feel like I've got hot chocolate lovers down to a T. If your favourite drink like me is a latte with some kind of syrup, a classic with a twist, if you will, I think that the darker side of literary fiction will definitely appeal to you. My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell, a young girl dealing with the trauma of being preyed upon by her teacher. You also might enjoy really heartfelt stories like Betty by Tiffany McDaniel, which is about a young Cherokee girl growing up with a white mother and a Cherokee father in the Appalachian foothills. Nature themed books, because you would obviously have oat milk. That's how that connection has been made. Books by Emily St. John Mandel, Charlotte McConaughey might really appeal to you. One of your favourite authors might also be Becky Chambers, Psalm for the Wild Built, for example. Moving on to the espresso lovers. These people are hardcore. They want books that hold no bars. They want them short. They want them now. So for those type of people, I might recommend something like A Short Stay in Hell by Stephen L. Peck that will throw them into a state of existential dread. Maybe even Come Closer by Sarah Graham. It's about a woman who can't decide whether she's being possessed by a devil or whether she's losing her mind. Crossroads by Laurel Hightower, about a mother who loses her son and will do absolutely anything to bring him back. I reckon they'd enjoy an Ian Reid. Short and weird. We Spread, which is like a slow, insidious story about an elderly lady. Don't know whether she is developing dementia or whether something more sinister is going on. I'm thinking of Ending Things, which is just pure mindfuckery. Flat white drinkers, I'd say, are steady, know what they want from life and in the books they read. Perhaps they might not be absolutely obsessed with coffee, but they're just going there to see their friends, catch up with family, be involved in other people's lives. So for that reason, I think that they would really enjoy very heartfelt stories, deep emotional connection to those characters. One of their favourite books is probably a Mike Gale. If they haven't read All the Lonely People, then I would suggest that. And any Frederick Backman, A Man Called Uve, for example, which again is about a curmudgeonly it's about a grumpy old man and him finding his way out of solitude. Or something like Wandering Souls by Cecile Pin, learning about a Vietnamese family that's trying to relocate over to the UK but ends up having to go in a refugee camp in Hong Kong, and how they're overcoming all the experiences and their relationship together as a family. They might enjoy something like that, living other people's experiences through reading. Someday Maybe by Onion Wabanelli, which is about a woman whose husband takes his own life and her dealing with the aftermath of that, with lots of heart and humour and really interesting family dynamics. I think flat white drinkers would enjoy that too. This one I think is obvious to most people. If you enjoy pumpkin spice lattes, you love small town, like its namesake, Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore, or the Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver, or even Frederick Backman's books. They're usually based in small towns, or The Smell of Other People's Houses by Bonnie Sue Hitchcock. I think that you'd also be cozy mystery lovers, so I think Vera Wong would actually be one of your favourite series. I think all you pumpkin spice latte lovers would eat that up. For my green tea or just normal breakfast tea lovers, high fantasy. You'll sit down with your stack of fantasy books and your cup of tea, maybe a biscuit or two, and just get lost in another world. You would very much enjoy Robin Hobb, The Realm of the Elderling series, starting with Assassin's Apprentice, which is very slow but worth it. The character payoff is excellent, but you're very patient because you have to sit and wait for the tea bag to steep. So you're used to biding your time. You're a series reader. That's what you enjoy, you cup of tea lovers. God. Oh my god, I am an idiot. Another series that I think you'd really enjoy is the Ending Fire series by Sarah El-Arifi. If a cup of tea is your favourite hot beverage, then you will love John Gwynne, specifically the Bloodsworn saga, long dead gods being, what is the word I'm looking for? Resurrected. Viking-inspired Norse mythology setting with really strong female characters and bloody battle scenes. Yes, that is my menu of book recommendations based off your coffee order. Obviously, there are more variations of drinks that I could choose from. So if you do want a part 2, then let me know, because it was so fun for me and I hope it was fun for you to watch. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to have you over here. But until the next one, I'll see you again in another one soon. Bye.